would you just give us your thoughts on the match today?
Well, today's match was definitely one of the hardest, not only tennis-wise, but also mentally and emotionally. Svitolina is a great player, a great fighter, so I was glad that I was able to fight in the first set. In the second set, she upped her level, and I unfortunately made a few mistakes on key moments, but I'm glad I was able to recuperate for the third set and the tiebreaker too. A little bit lucky at 5-all, but I'll take all the luck I can get, and I was glad I was able to push through the finish line.
Okay, thank you very much. Questions? Don't be shy, Robert.
Hi, congratulations. You said on the court that you talked to your dad beforehand and he told you, don't make this your last match, fight for your dreams. Have you talked to him since then, and what has he said to you?
Yes, I called him right after the match when I went to the locker room, and he honestly told me that I put him through hell and back with this match, but he's very happy for me, and he's glad that I was able to fight for every point and that I deserve this win, and I just keep working, enjoy this win today, and tomorrow we'll go back to work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Dan Walken, USA Today. After you won in Acapulco, you didn't have maybe the same results for the next couple months. Did you feel like maybe things were starting to turn around coming in here, or was there something technically that maybe you worked on coming into this tournament that has helped you get here?
Honestly, after my win in Monterrey, not in Acapulco, it's okay. In Monterrey, I was training well, I was playing well, just a few bad matches here and there, but I always went back to work, went back home to work harder and try to improve my game, and I was glad that every match that I played, I was improving little by little, and today, or this whole few weeks, I was able to showcase all the sacrifice I've made the past year so that I can get to this point.
Howard?
Mm-hmm.
Howard Fendrich with AP. When you, sometimes after points, you turn your back to the court and you'll be facing the wall there, I'm wondering what is going through your mind at that point? Is there something particular you tell yourself when you're doing that?
Yeah, well,
sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. Today in this match, I was only thinking of trusting myself, trusting my game, that after every point, win or lose, I would always tell myself, trust my game, go for my shots, and just see where the ball goes.
And so does that change from day to day, from match to match?
Yes, it does. I see what I'm feeling. I see if there's one phrase that really catches me or that makes me more motivated than the others, and I'll just keep it throughout the match.
Chris?
Yeah, Chris Clary, New York Times. Leylah, obviously you've been thriving on the big stage here. It's pretty clear you like the big courts. Talk about just whether that's something that's inside of you or something you've worked on and sort of how that process works.
I honestly don't know. From a very young age, I think it's something from inside of me, because from a very young age, I've always wanted to be on the first court, playing in front of parents. Even though they're not watching, I always wanted to be in the first court. And then even in school, apart from presentations in front of the class that I hated, but when I had to do a mini play, sing, dance, I would go out there, have fun, and I would enjoy it a lot. But over the years, I've been learning how to use the crowd's energy and how to use it to my advantage, even though they're cheering against me, to use it and to just have fun on the court.
Do you get more nervous going onto a smaller court against a lesser opponent or on a big court against a big opponent?
There's no difference.
Hey Leylah, Aish Kumar with ESPN. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau tweeted about you today after the win, and sort of suddenly all of this fame. Could you talk about how you're adapting to that and sort of being in the limelight all of a sudden?
Well, the The first few days, it was definitely a little bit hard, but like I said, I've been very lucky to have a great team around me, and I was very lucky to have doubles the next day to keep me grounded, and now I feel like I'm more used to it. So, like I said, I have a great team around me who helps me keeping my head a little bit leveled and just think about my next match and not think about all the good things that are happening to me.
Oh,
Leylah, Young's like ESPN. You joked after the win about how it must be the maple syrup for you and Felix making this run, both being from Canada, but this tournament's really been a lot about the young stars kind of announcing their arrival here. I'm wondering, what factors do you think has led to this happening, and why is it happening now, and how does it feel that this next generation is kind of announcing themselves here?
I think we're all just super hungry to make a difference in the tennis world. I've known a few of them from the junior tours, and we've always talked about and joked around that we're going to be in the WTA tours, we're going to be in the big stage together, and I'm just glad that we're doing such great jobs in doing just that. We want to make a difference. We want to make an impact in tennis, and this tournament just proves how well we're adapting to everything.
Did you and Carlos, when you guys did that, the pictures together and everything, did you guys have a moment where you guys talked about all this happening right now to both of you?
Well, I asked him a little question, like how he felt after the win, and he's just super ecstatic. It's so fun to see all of us being so happy and having fun on the court that, honestly, I think it just motivates us to do even more, and we want to make something special out of this tournament.
okay. Craig, last question in the room before we go virtual.
Leylah, Craig Gabriel from 9 Radio Australia. When you're just saying about liking to be out in front, when you were very young and you were starting to play, did you ever imagine playing somebody, a big name? Which tournament might that have been at?
Well, yeah, I've imagined myself playing on every tournament, every Grand Slam at the biggest stage. When I was younger, since I used Justine Henin as a great example, I would imagine myself playing against her, and then I would also imagine myself playing against Serena and Venus. The past few years playing against Osaka in a big tournament, but just when I was younger, I've always seen myself being in a big stadium in front of so many people and just having fun on the court.
Did you always win those matches?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Leylah, we're going to go virtual.
Okay.
If you just look to the screen on your left. Mark, you are live.
Yeah, Mark Berman, New York Post. Just two things. You had mentioned your father a lot, and why didn't he come to New York? Was it a pandemic thing? And just your mindset in that tiebreaker. You talked about how tired you were the other day in the third set. What were your emotions during the start of that tiebreaker?
Mm-hmm. Well, my dad didn't come for personal reasons. He wanted to stay back in Florida, enjoy his time alone, and I respect that. But I also think he trusted in me and in my game that I was going to do great things in New York, that I was going to follow his game plan, and that I'm going to figure all the solutions out from any problem that I encounter. And today in the tiebreaker, I just thought that if I'm tired, then she must be tired too, because we've both been working so hard and I've been making her move so much. So I have no idea how she's getting to all these balls, but I just trusted myself, and I trusted in my game and in my fitness that I've worked so hard the past few years that I can push through the finish line.
Thank you, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Lucas, you are live.
Hi, Leylah. Lucas Weiss with USOpen.org. Congratulations on making to the
Thank you.
semifinals. Yesterday, you posted photos with Billie Jean King and Juan Martín del Potro. I'm just curious about those conversations and anything that they may have said to you that still sticks with you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was lucky enough to have a small conversation with Billie Jean King. She told me to go out go out on court, have fun, and keep going for my shots. And I just did that today. So that obviously worked. And then with Juan Martín del Potro, it was just pure luck bumping into him. And we just had a nice little chat. He wished me luck, and we took a picture, and then we just went our merry way. But it was awesome to see them, to meet them, and they honestly inspired me to do well today.